The latest Watershed Report Cards from Ontario's 36 conservation authorities were recently posted. We spent some time with Niagara Peninsula Conservation Authority staff to get the results for the report cards that grades the region in 3 areas: surface water quality, groundwater quality, and forest conditions.
The Watershed Report Card showed us findings that were similar to our previous Watershed Report Cards. And for water quality conditions, unfortunately gave us a D for the entire watershed. For our groundwater conditions, we gave it a B, which is actually quite good. And for our forest conditions, it actually went up slightly and went up from a D, or our previous report cards, to a C minus.
Report cards are released every 5 years, but because they use data that's collected regularly, there were no surprises contained in the 2023 findings that were published in March.
Watershed monitoring, water quality monitoring is a regular activity. We've had a long-term water quality monitoring program since 2001. We've been doing the same with our groundwater monitoring, and certainly we've been keeping an eye on forest conditions through our GIS program, where we've been mapping all kinds of natural areas for 20 plus years. So this is all part of our regular business, and this report card really just highlights sort of our regular business, and it takes an opportunity to use that information and tell people about what the watershed conditions are, what the watershed health is. So the water quality report card findings have been the same for a number of years. And it's not surprising because land use changes in Niagara and our watersheds hasn't really changed very much. In fact, in some cases, there's been more development going on. And so conditions haven't really improved very much, but they haven't really gotten worse at the same time. So we're kind of in a stable spot right now with our watershed grades. But generally, the grades are quite stable, and we're not really seeing many big changes at this time.
The report cards are available to be read online, and you don't need to be a scientist to understand the results.
Yeah, the Watershed Report Card is written for anybody to understand. We have grades A to F, just like you would get in your school environment, your school report card. We report on very few indicators, but indicators that are significant enough to be relevant to a watershed environmental report card. And so it's very understandable for everybody to read and get a feel for what the watershed health is like in Niagara.
How do these findings inform the NPCA in terms of maybe allocating resources differently or maybe implementing some new strategies?
Yeah, the Watershed Report Cards certainly provide information about the state of the watershed, and certainly can help the Conservation Authority focus some of its business to improve watershed health. Certainly in the areas of restoration, this becomes a big driver for having restoration programs and funding those programs to improve watershed health. It's one business area that benefits from the Watershed Report Card initiative and the information it provides. Complete findings can be found on the Niagara Peninsula Conservation Authority website. In Niagara, you're watching The Source on your TV.